Yo, big dog. Look at this car. This dude, you acting different. Yo, you win one championship and you don't know how to act.
That was Kyle Kuzma to Anthony Davis. It's crunch time here on The Jump. Paul, aside from driving a Rolls Royce, what do you expect from Anthony Davis this season?
I expect him to be in the MVP conversation this year. I got him as a top 3 MVP candidate this year. The things that he could do on the court, unparalleled out here, and I just think the Lakers are going to be at the top of the West, top of the league as far as record-wise, and he's going to be in a serious conversation about winning MVP.
They are the favorites to repeat as champions. I think he's going to have another great season, all NBA, but he won't be league MVP as long as he plays with LeBron. Might be finals MVP, though.
Defensive Player of the Year? Maybe? Could be? Came in second in voting?
Maybe, yeah.
Let's talk a little.
Sure, yeah.
Let's talk a little Chris Paul. When CP3 wasn't busy throwing lobs to DeAndre Ayton last night, he was coaching his teammates on the sideline. So, Amin, in addition to the all-star caliber play we expect from Chris, what will his veteran presence mean to that Suns team this season?
Look, I watched his game last night, and, he's going to be great for that young man right there, DeAndre Ayton, as far as getting him buckets and making him maximize his potential. But there was a lot of performance in that teaching there last night. I was just like, he kind of knew when the red light was on the camera. Like, let me talk to you right here. Let me highlight you right here. You got to get down in the stands. You got to do it this way. Like, come on, Chris. Easy. We got 72 games.
No.
He does it off camera, too, though.
Listen, when you're trying to take the next step as an organization who hasn't done much in recent memory, you got to create culture, and a good culture, a winning culture. That's what Chris Paul brings to this, to that Suns organization, who's ready to take the next step.
Absolutely. And there is not a big man he has played with who he hasn't helped. So. Just saying. All right, I want to circle back to the big news of the day. Giannis Antetokounmpo signing the supermax extension with the Bucks. His agent, Northwestern's own Alex Saratzis, I'm going to just keep saying that, told ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski it will be for the full 5-year, $228 million, including the opt-out after the 4th year. That amount of money is enough to make Paul Pierce give out the Ric Flair woo. Woo, woo, woo. Giannis made the announcement himself on social media, saying, "This is my home. This is my city. I am blessed to be a part of the Milwaukee Bucks for the next 5 years. Let's make these years count. The show goes on. Let's get it." I mean, what do you think is next for the Bucks now that the biggest thing is out of the way?
Well, I'm going to steal a line that Paul said earlier in the beginning of the show, and that's a beacon to all players, whether it's by trade or by free agency, to let them know we're going to be here for a while. We're going to be great for a while because he's here, he's committed. And that lets guys know I'm not committing to a situation that might fall apart in a year or so. And that gives you great leverage when you're going after players who may be looking for more money in other places, but may be willing to take a pay cut to play with one of the best players in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is their window now. This is their window of opportunity. You locked up arguably the best player in the league. I mean, he's been the MVP. He's a top 3 at least, to say the least. But you create that culture that you've created over the last few years. Now it's about what's next for Giannis and this ball club. They're going to be one of the best teams in the league. This ownership now has the pressure on bringing in the type of cast that can help this guy.
You think they're going to win a title?
I think they're going to win a title in the next 5 years. I honestly do. I think they're going to do everything they can to win a title. And I've said this before. There's only 5 players, I believe, in this league right now that can win a title. Right. And he's one of them. And so he definitely has a great chance.
Well, it's going to be interesting. And we heard for years about, can LeBron recruit to Cleveland? Do other players, big free agents, want to come to a smaller market, even if there's a big star there? Well, part of the issue there was, LeBron was signing these one-on-ones. So guys didn't know if he was trying to recruit them, whether he would be there. Now, Giannis has put so firmly his stamp on this city, saying, I will be here. How much of a difference do you expect that to make, Amin?
No, I think it's a huge difference. And by the way, why was LeBron doing one-year deals? It wasn't just because he was bored. It was because he had ownership that he felt like he couldn't trust. Yeah. He couldn't trust them to do the right thing. And guess what? He was right, because they let go of David Griffin after the only thing he did was just take them to the finals every year and get them their first championship in 7 billion years in that state. So LeBron was right to treat them with that kind of trepidation. That's not what's happening in Milwaukee. They have one of the best ownership groups, not only in terms of how they run their basketball team, but kind of also the societal impact that they want to make as a franchise. Some of the steps that they've done, the Lasry family, the Edens. So this is night and day. The only thing Milwaukee and Cleveland have in common is that they both have MVPs and they both have terrible weather in the winter. But other than that, it's night and day. Milwaukee's a very well-run organization top to bottom, and Cleveland was one that was well-run in spite of what was happening at the ownership level.
I'm going to keep saying it. The $228 million, that's nice. I'm sure Giannis appreciates that. That is life-changing, generational money. He did not do this because of the money. You cannot bribe players to stay. He did it because of the organization and his belief in his teammates and the people there. And by the way, as you say, not just on the basketball court, that organization backed its players to the hilt this summer when they decided to walk out of that game. I do not know if that would have happened on every team. They not only backed them up when they decided they weren't going to play, they helped them get key figures in the Wisconsin legislature on the phone from the locker room. I think that stuff makes a difference. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.